two automation platforms, one open-source powerhouse, one AI-driven newbie. Which one really delivers? On the left, n8n, open-source automation for technical teams. On the right, Gumloop no-code AI workflows instantly. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might just surprise you. Okay, quick peek at our game plan for today. We're comparing these two across target audience, integrations, AI capabilities, hosting and deployment, user experience, pricing, security and compliance, and the whole community and ecosystem thing. Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about who these tools are actually for. n8n. This thing is made for people who love to tinker, developers, technical operators, folks who breathe APIs and DevOps. But if you're not super techie, there's a bit of a learning curve, just warning you there. Now, Gumloop flips the script. It's all about enabling marketers, business ops, and anyone who calls themselves a no-code enthusiast. Like if you want to automate a process and don't want to touch any code, Gumloop is just way friendlier. Of course, hardcore techies might be like, where's my low-level customization? But for regular folks, honestly, it's a breeze. So for target audience, Gumloop takes this one. Alright, jumping into integrations, which you know is basically the heart of any automation tool. n8n seriously crushes it here. They have a massive library of community-built nodes, so if you need to connect some obscure API to a weird legacy system, it's probably there. Plus, with deep API access and JavaScript nodes, you can literally build your own connector for anything. Not gonna lie, scaling gets complicated, but if you want control, you got it. Gumloop, on the other hand, is catching up fast. Their app coverage keeps growing, and this is cool. They have an AI-powered node creator, so even if they don't have an integration yet, you can pretty much ask for it. The catch? The library is smaller. Some connectors might feel a little surface level. Bottom line, n8n owns integrations. Moving on to AI, because let's be real, it's 2025 and everyone wants some fancy AI in their workflow. n8n gives you flexibility. You can plug in any third-party AI, bring your own API key, go wild. But there's no built-in magic, so setup's more hands-on, and every AI call is billed separately, kind of annoying if you want it all in one. Gumloop is like, we got you, with built-in AI actions for things like email, copy, data enrichment, scraping, all that jazz. Plus, the natural language workflow builder is pretty slick, and they've got Gummy, an AI assistant to literally guide you through building automations. Less control maybe, but loads more convenience and speed. So for AI, Gumloop takes this one, no contest. Oh, and here's something kinda quirky. Did you know Gumloop's mascot, Gummy, actually helps you put together automations just by telling it what you want in plain old natural language? I mean, imagine describing your dream workflow and it just happens. Pretty wild, right? Hosting and deployment, or how your automations actually run. n8n shines with self-hosting or cloud, so if you want your stuff locked down and on your own servers, full control, you're covered. Of course, with great power comes the need for DevOps skills, so yeah, you might need a techie around. Gumloop says, forget all that, just use our cloud. It's fully managed SaaS, no messing with infrastructure, which is super chill for non-tech companies. But you can't self-host, and that's a deal-breaker for some. For max control, n8n wins here. Now let's talk user experience, because honestly, if it's not easy to use, nobody cares. n8n has a visual editor, which is cool if you're doing complex technical flows. But for folks who want to just drag and drop their way to glory, maybe not the most intuitive. It feels a bit intimidating at first. Gumloop goes all in on modern UX. The drag and drop canvas is just chef's kiss, super friendly. And the onboarding, you literally get AI guidance for your first workflows, not as powerful for wild edge cases, but if you want to get started fast, Gumloop is the move. Gumloop wins user experience easily. Quick money talk, pricing, n8n is kinda legendary here. If you self-host, it's free minus infrastructure and their per-run costs are super low, you only pay for the runs. Nothing bundled in, although heads up, if you go nuts with external APIs or AI, you'll pay for that separately. No free cloud tier though, which stings a little. Gumloop makes pricing simple. It's all credit-based and includes AI, scraping, and stuff bundled together. Big plus, free tier, but their starter plan jumps up at $97 a month compared to n8n's $24 a month, and you might be buying more credits than you ever need. If you're cost-sensitive or want max control, n8n steals this round. Security, everyone's favorite buzzword. n8n is open source, meaning you can audit literally every line of code, and if you self-host, you can lock down to whatever enterprise standard you want. But if you're on the cloud, you're in charge of managing your own API keys, a bit more DIY for compliance. Gumloop, SOC 2 Type II, HIPAA-ready, it's all official certifications. Single sign-on, granular roles, and you never have to touch the backend. The catch, it's closed source, so you're trusting them on the code. Still, for business compliance and out-of-the-box security, Gumloop takes it. Community time, n8n's open source community is pretty wild, thousands of templates and flows floating out there for anyone to grab, remix, whatever. You want a solution, someone probably built it. Only downside. If you self-host, commercial support is a bit limited, so you might be stuck Googling. Gumloop is newer, so smaller community, but official training and super fast feature drops make up for it in some ways. It's less extensible though if you want to go crazy building custom solutions. So in the community and ecosystem department, n8n is the winner. So here's the full picture. Looking at all those categories side by side, Gumloop pulls ahead on user-friendliness, AI, security, and just overall simplicity for business users. n8n holds its own wherever hardcore customization and control actually matter. Honestly, it comes down to you. If you want full control, open source vibes, and crazy integration power, n8n is the way to go. But if you just want stuff to work, you want built-in AI, and you hate dealing with infrastructure, Gumloop lets you move faster, super low friction. Neither is a bad choice, but the winner today is Gumloop, especially for business and non-technical teams looking for a quick win. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.